first, Merry Christmas. And secondly, just the way you guys responded, not only to the loss, but to the conversations in between the game, being more aggressive defensively. Just maybe speak to the response and how you guys were able to do that to get a win tonight.
Yeah, I mean, we watched film yesterday, talked about our physicality and who we wanted to be as a team on both ends. And, when guys out, big, key guys in your lineup are out, sometimes you got to change the identity of your team on the fly. And sometimes you can go through those peaks and valleys of what that looks like, So tonight was one of those peaks that we looked pretty good, trying to figure things out on the fly with this group. And, so you make up with that by just playing hard, physicality, get back on defense, the fundamentals. I think we did that pretty well tonight.
You guys started high, I think it was 6 or 6 from 3. Maybe just speak to that and how big that was for the group early.
Yeah, I mean, we know the fans hate threes, but we generated a lot of them tonight just from getting into the paint, kicking out. And, once you can touch the paint and, get guys open looks, not even a contest, the confidence just goes sky high. So, it was one of those nights that we needed that good start. We needed that hot shooting, and that kind of, fueled the rest of our game. So scoring does get overlooked in our league, but it does a lot for your team, So we were grateful that guys came out and were focused in on their fundamentals and knocked down those shots.
The only other thing I had was, I'm sure your mom has been at several Christmas games, but what was it like again to have her there tonight?
It never gets old having your family and support system there. Not just my mom, but just the friends that I've built up in Phoenix the last year and a half, 2 years, just always supporting my boys that's in it with me every day, investing in it with me mentally every day, So it's pretty cool, man. Regardless of this Christmas or not, to have people supporting you throughout this journey, So I'm grateful for them.
Kevin, Merry Christmas. Brad, obviously we've seen him play at a high level before, but it felt like he really gave you guys an energy boost and he's been able to string together some games. How important is that for a guy who hasn't had the injury like he's wanted to start the season?
Yeah, man, just a great all-around game. 4 steals tonight, a block, 11 for 21. We missed 2 free throws, which is trash, but we'll take it. 38 minutes, just playing hard, man, just doing what it takes for us to win. It's been like that since he's been here. And coming into a situation, you're trying to figure out your role and figure out who you want to be as a player. You're going to have days where it doesn't look good, but when you come out there and just release all of that and just play free like you did tonight, it was incredible to watch in that fourth quarter. I mean, we played through him and he took us home.
Brad was talking about having more fun in some of those high energy momentum plays, the scrappy plays. How big can that be to kind of build on when you've gone through a stretch as a team like you have recently?
Yeah, I mean, those, like I said, when you can't make shots or just in a little hole as a team, just that physicality and that energy is a good way, a good remedy to get you out of that little hole that you're in. So I think Brad got a chase down block in the first half on Brown. Got in his hands with deflections, which got us easy baskets, and you start seeing that stuff. It helps the ball go in the rim, gets us easier shots at the rim when you play defense and transition over to offense like that. So he was key in a lot of those, momentum swings for us.
Kevin, before that Royce 3 in the fourth quarter, you guys were 2 of 16 from 3 to start the second half. How much can it help to snap back into place in the third quarter, not off just like a 45-point hot streak, but just through defense and energy?
Yeah, I mean, when we make the other team miss, when we miss, they got to miss, So that's the kind of mentality that you always have as a player. You can't miss shots and then give up wherever, give them whatever they want on the other end. So, it was one of those games that, shots, I'm 9 for 26. Like, I ain't going 9 for 26 very often, but for us to weather that storm, still knock down shots, still play extremely hard on the defensive end and win a game, with all of us contributing in different ways, it was pretty cool, especially on Christmas.
Beyond just energy, how'd you like the way you guys matched physicality?
No, it was great. I think, they felt us all night. We made them, shoot tough shots. We turned them over 16 times to our 7, which is, if we want to be a great team, get easier shots at the rim, get more shots than our opponents. We're gonna have to turn them over and play a little bit more faster than we are. So tonight was a good step in that direction, and I'm looking forward to seeing us build on all the stuff we did.
Hey, Kevin, I don't know if you guys watched the end of the Warriors-Lakers game or any of the other games throughout the day. I think your guys was actually the biggest blowout. I mean, it's not a blowout, but compared to the other games. But how important was it for the NBA to have a day like today? I know, you said you kind of casually joked about it, like fans don't like the three, but there's been a lot of negative stuff about the NBA, but today was obviously a pretty good day.
Yeah, I mean, this is a day where fans don't have much going on. They all sitting around the tree and the fireplace and the kitchen, watching games together, and there's nothing there to distract them from watching the games. And and the NBA emphasizes how special this moment is. They didn't take today for granted. The fans didn't take today for granted, so that's why the viewership is up today. And everybody's more excited to watch basketball today. So it's cool, man. It's a weird dialogue around the league and the viewership, and it's not just. And I see a lot of people blaming the players for it. Something that big is not. It's not just one component of why it's going that way. I feel like it's a lot of different reasons why viewership may be down. But that's another discussion. But today was a step in the right direction to get people excited again for the game of basketball. Hopefully, it's not just because it's Christmas. Hopefully, they stay invested in the game, invested in each player, each team throughout the rest of the season, not just the playoffs or the finals and games in January. I want to see people, the viewership. I wanted to see it get it back up. So it's league ain't going nowhere, but we're in a rough patch when it comes to that.
Kevin, to quickly follow up on that, why do you think that the blame sort of shifts that way whenever those discussions start to happen, where the blame goes to players or the style of play or whatever instead?
Yeah, I mean, we're most visible. It's easy to you don't get to see the executives or the analytics guys or the GM. Man, you see us. You see us all the time, so it's easy to kind of throw it at us, but. And we make so much money, and people look at us like we can take it, but like I said, it's more than just one factor on why this league is great, and it's not just the players why it's just great, it's not just the players why the viewership is not up too, so we all play a part in why the league is what it is. Us in here, people that were in the stands tonight, players on the floor, we all play a part in, pushing this league forward.
It seems like it matters to you, like this.
Yeah, it does. I mean, because when you think about it, I mean, I played for a city in Oklahoma City that didn't have an NBA team, and you've seen the impact that an NBA team has on your city and your state. So I know how important that is. I know how it changes lives and inspires lives, and it does a lot for people. So I take this serious, and I'm locked in as to why people don't want to watch us play no more, or why they don't like the 3-point line, or what the real problem is. I'm trying to think about it. Understand it, because I love this game. I want to see it keep growing.
Last two, Hayden.
Kevin, first off, Merry Christmas. Denver played a lot of drop coverage, resulting in a lot of mid-ranges. Even with Bud's 3-point heavy system, just how do you guys look to keep the balance of scoring at all three levels?
Yeah, I mean, I just feel like, once teams start playing drop, we start knocking down some shots. They might bring their big up a little bit and trap us a bit. Now we get stuff on that backside, and I think that's what happened tonight. I mean, we got 36 threes up, 7 more than they got, and I feel like they trapped a little bit more in our pick and rolls, and we was able to swing, and find some stuff at the 3-point line. So we put pressure on the paint, pressure to put 2 on the ball. I think we get more threes.
Kevin, this is slightly off topic, but you recently announced Nike's NIL class in college, and one of those kids, Ace Bailey, gets compared to you all the time when you were a prospect. I'm curious if you watch them play, watch this tape, and what you think, and do you think those comparisons are valid?
Yeah, I think so. I mean, Ace is a pure talent. Being able to shoot the ball with that type of touch from anywhere is insane. The shots that he can make over multiple people at that length. It's incredible to watch. Him and his teammate Dylan Harper playing some great ball. They're one of my favorite teams to watch. But I see some of my game at Ace. I think he, as far as the mid-range game, he's probably a little bit more advanced than I was at that age. But he's a problem. I can't wait to see his career grow.